How y'all doing? Speedyyy here. I'm here with Breakthru TV, and I'm breaking down my project, King of South Central, in the deluxe version.
He can get his life taken from a call. He tried to switch up his team like State Farm. Soon tied with a strap, I'm Jay Starlin. You acting weird on the missions, I hate stallers. Non-affiliate strip for name calling. A team full of broke jumpers, you hate balling. Your bro was down in the county, you ain't.
I'm Speedyyy, also known as Speedyyy. I'm the CEO of FREESTYLE Entertainment, artist, and I was born in Houston, Texas, and I grew up in South Central. In 5th grade, I moved to South Central and grew up in South Central. Pretty much been living there.
He ran from the fake with the tape calling. Older homies ain't nothing, I'm rank calling. You knew them boogers was fake, you hate floss.
I think it just gave me a story, like, kind of shit. Like, I don't think, like, I know people say, like, a lot of this street shit that people talk about in music started in California, but, like, I just imagine it as, like, a regular slum, because, you feel me, I done been in other places and seen people struggle and shit, so it really just gave me a story and, like, a feel for the streets, like, you feel me, like, how it's the street scene of music right now. I could feel and relate to that because I grew up in South Central and shit like that. And the majority of the people who was on top, like Lil Babies or the Babies, came from the streets, so I could relate because I came from.
I hate talking. Keep tagging me on the gram like I can't block him. Spot him down and get hit with a beatbox.
I was playing percussion in like 3rd grade, like playing drums and shit. Progressed to like piano, tried guitar and all that shit. I started taking, I quit instruments and started like trying to use my voice around like 5th grade and shit like that. I was doing like acting and shit like that and singing in plays and shit like that. But once I moved out here, like, I caught the West Coast vibe and shit like that. Keep in mind, I'm 5th grade and shit like that, so I'm just listening to songs and shit like that. But like, as I'm in high school and shit, like I went to Crenshaw and shit like that. I caught like a new vibe for like the music and like a writing style and shit like that. So I kind of just took that and like went far with it. And then I would say I probably started like really recording songs at 16, like, and then shortly after that I took it serious, like probably while I was 16, same year. I recorded a song, it caught flame, and I started taking it serious.
Nigga, but he's pop. Chopper rounds on 8 off the key glocks. It's been real. But you niggas really fake to me. Bounce out with
Yeah, it was a couple people. Yeah, I had my boy J Money. My boy J Money, he was rapping with me when I first started like trying to really take things serious, and when I was first recording my first songs and stuff. And so like he improved my talent and just like kept me motivated to keep rapping because he was telling me I'm hard, mom telling me he hard and shit like that. So it just kind of played together. And then like my parents, they was like, most parents probably don't want their people to be rappers and shit like that, but I was also business minded and too, and was an entrepreneur about it, so they supported it. So my family was supportive of it too.
he threw his beef in the oven, so gang bacon. Ball heads with clips like Wayne Brady.
Growing up, like when I was hella young, it was like Wiz Khalifa's and Tupac's and like, you feel me, the black and yellow shit. But then like when I started recording music, I started studying nip, and then the people who like kind of inspired me to really start taking my shit serious, like it's like the DMB group, like Draco and shit, like people who really like was in my area, like popping and shit like that. And yeah, they kind of just like set up a vibe for me to keep going. I was like young at the time, so I'm just like trying to get in where I fit in, but eventually I just created my own lane and just kept diving in that way.
Like hoods in the party like Slim Shady. Speedy got up on the quickest run.
The inspiration behind the title is I'm the first 18-year-old CEO that really owned an LLC and signed a producer and did like 250,000 streams and like did open shows and stuff like that and really sold shows out and had billboards on Crenshaw Boulevard and shit like that. Got big features and didn't pay for them and shit like that. I'm finna be the first 18-year-old independent artist to ever be played on Power 106 from South Central. So, like, I'm not disrespecting nobody, you feel me? I appreciate everybody that shipped away from me, but, like, I just feel like I did a lot of shit while I was younger that niggas wasn't thinking to do when they was young, like, you feel me? And that's why niggas fuck with me, and I capitalize off that shit, so, yeah. That's why I call it King of South Central, because I feel like this music shit, I really came through and took it over, like while I was young. Like, you feel me? People may not even know yet, but like they don't hear me on the radio.
Fortnite shotguns and ARs, he'll get pumped down. And we really getting money, fuck the bus.
I don't know. It probably came from me feeling like I was underrated or some shit. Really, I did a lot of songs with my producer, Glide One. Glide One, King of South Central was a collab tape between me and a producer, Glide One. He produced the whole tape. And we had 16 songs together, and we just we need to make a real project type shit. And he was telling me I was gonna get into a label situation. Like if I just drop a good project, do the music videos, we had you feel me, and we had never really rolled out a good project before. I was just in a zone. I felt like, you feel me, so I put 7, 8 songs together, and we released it. You feel me, and the shit went crazy. I actually did get into a label situation after that.
All them niggas I looked up to really bummed now. All them bitches was curving, they wanna fuck now. Monkey nuts with extensions.
Musically, I mean, yeah, of course I'm a better rapper now, but I went from no streams to on the label that has the masters to $500,000, not $500,000, 500,000 streams. So shit, and then we finna be on the radio and shit like that, and I have my own strain of weed and shit like that, and I have a merch line, a website and shit like that. My Glide One's about to have a line of merch. I signed him, the one that I did the King of South Central tape with. I got a whole bunch of big collabs coming in, and then it's just been I've been doing a lot of partnerships. I got a billboard and shit like that. It's I came far. You feel me? I feel like my progression was trying to become a LA rapper to being the King of South Central. You feel me? That's in 2 years. That's what's crazy. You feel me? So, and then personally, I just feel like I was a teenager. So now I'm kind of I'm 18, but I'm about to in 2 years not be a teenager no more. So I kind of growing up, learning more lessons. I'm still making mistakes and shit, learning from them and shit like that. So you feel me? I don't know everything. I'm not keeping a cool head about things, but yeah, I would say I'm not as. I probably what I would try to get back is the hunger that I had when I first started this shit though. When I was first trying to get people to hear me, even the way I would post on my page or the way I would interact with certain people that like my music changes just because at the different levels I get to. But I'm working on that.
A girl leave a sloppy, she get a bust down, and you can laugh at your ex. He's on the bus now.
It changes every week, bro. At first it was hectic with A9. At first it was hectic. And Glide One didn't even produce that. That was produced by Sean Teague, you feel me? He sent the beat in. Well, really, Hectic was a song on A9 tape, you feel me? And then I did the remix to it at his studio. And he was holding on to it. And I'm and I tweeted one day, I'm looking for another song to put on my album. And he retweeted it, put Hectic remix on it. So I'm fuck it. I'm finna put that motherfucker on there. I put it on there, and I've just been playing it to myself ever since. But I think right now, my favorite one is Not One of Them, featuring One Up Top J. I was trying to sign him at first. I am gonna sign him, you feel me? But he young, you feel me? He young, he 16 years old. So I gotta deal with his parents and shit like that. But you feel me? I'm gonna get you One Up Top.
You stay in her DM, but she don't mind niggas. We stay with Shawn Michaels because he be high.
I dropped the Deluxe because I was in a situation where I got a cosign from Rimble, and Rimble just Rimble was really fucking with me. I'm in a TED Talk video that just dropped, you feel me? And I just thought you feel me, since I'm I had a lot of people tapping in with me, and I feel like it been a month since I dropped King South Central. I dropped some videos already. Why not? You feel me? So I hurry up, drop the Deluxe, put Rimble on it, and it's been doing well.
In and out in 5 minutes. Niggas be snitching. I think they liking it. Why you keep going?
Like I said, Rimble co-signed. You feel me? And I was fucking with bro for a cool minute, and then he had me pull up to the studio one time, and the song was my song. I recorded the song and I finished it. You feel me? And then bro hopped in the chair, punched me in. So I told the engineer punch him in, dude. He did the verse, and then at the end of the song, he did some crazy shit. Like, you feel me? I was just like dumbfounded. So yeah, and we did it, and we dropped it.
I just caught his ass lacking high off the Vicodin. I ran up on him in sandals and put a 9 in him.
I would describe it as if you could make like a new genre of music, and it would be called South Central music. This would be the album. Like, if you gonna ride through South Central, Slauson Avenue, you feel me? I don't want to start naming too many streets and shit like that, but Slauson Avenue, cause like everybody know that, cause of Nipsey and shit like that. You slide through South Central, play that. You feel me? If you're not playing it, play that. You feel me? And you gonna feel a vibe with why everybody look the way they look.
You can try with me. Go ahead and ride his dick. You can die with him, but that's your buddy.
Keep rocking with me. I got a new line of merch that's about to drop. Keep y'all ear tuned on Power 106 during the leak show from 1 p.m. till, and stay focused on that, and keep your ear out for your boy on the radio. I got some shit coming up soon. And then be on the lookout for another tape coming real soon. I'm finna drop singles, features, big features, big things. So 4LA Entertainment, go follow us on Instagram at the 4LA Entertainment page. Follow me on Instagram, Speedy 4LA. Follow Glide One. He produced King of South Central. Follow my boys. They in the room with me. Band 100K4. Famous Dollar. Follow him on the gram. You feel me? And follow Breakthru TV. Can't forget the homies. Follow Breakthru TV. Shout out to my nigga Adrian for having me pull up. It's been dope. They got some cool shit going on here. All the artists that want to get their look in the city and get their real big platform on and think they got the real project, a real piece of music, come to Breakthru, have them break your project.
Out in traffic, I was riding with my high beams. I got a blicky with a dicky if he fights me. I was twinning with the Glock, we were Siamese. I hit his wifey with the dick and gave her high knees. I'm gone. I'm back now. It's Friday night, I had to hit her with the smackdown. Your friend passed, he is never coming back now. That Shawn Michaels getting hit with some Mac rounds. Back down and I won't have to pull the strap out. Back down and I won't have to pull the strap out.